Today we will be working on slide number 4. Slide number 4 discusses transportation. What transportation did your person use? Did they use horses? Did they use horses and carriages? Did they use cars? Were they old-fashioned cars? Did they travel by boat? Did they just walk wherever they needed to go? What type of transportation was available during the time period your person was alive? The first thing we need to do is go to the upper left-hand corner and click the plus sign on the new slide. Just like yesterday, we need the slide to be at the bottom of our slideshow. So we're going to click on the slide and we're going to drag it down to the bottom. Once it's in the bottom, we're going to add a title to this slide, and we're calling this slide Transportation. And again, you can adjust the boxes however you want them. Today's title slide, I think I'm going to add color to. So I'm going to go to the border. I'm going to make the border blue, and I'm going to color inside the box this time. The fill color, the color that goes inside, I'm going to make it a light blue. Okay. And we need to add things about what type of transportation was available in George Washington's time, or in the time of the person that you are researching. This time, I think I'm going to put the words on the bottom of the page, and I'll put the pictures in the center. But again, it's your slideshow. You can make it however you want. I'm going to put some bullets in here, I think, and I'm going to move them off to the left. So now I'm ready to add information. So I need to find out what type of transportation was available during George Washington's time. So I'm going to click on a new tab, and I'm just going to type that right in. What type of transportation was available to George Washington? I'm going to look at some pictures to see if that will help me. Well, these are pictures of buses, and I know that's not true. Let's go back. It's all. George Washington and Thomas Jefferson frequently would enjoy long rides in. Wonder what they would ride in. Well, there's a picture that could help me. Let's keep reading to see if this helps us. Looks like they were riding in carriages and horses. Let's read. There weren't motor vehicles, airplanes, or even steam technology at the time. There were various modes of transportation available to the colonists. The most common mode and the cheapest was walking. People would travel by foot for extraordinary distances to get supplies or visit friends and family. The lower classes rarely, if ever, traveled for pleasure. Another popular means of travel, especially in the southern colonies, was by horseback. Because of the ease of transport horses afforded, many colonists bought a horse as soon as they could afford its maintenance. Okay, so we know that they traveled by horse, they walked, and by ship. Okay, so now I'm going to go back to my slideshow. And the 3 ways we found were walking and traveling by horse and traveling by ship. Okay, so those were the 3 types of transportation that were used. And now I just need to add some pictures. So I need to go to Insert Image, and I'm going to search the web. At the top, I'm going to type in walking. Okay, so any of these pictures of people walking, they would do, but we want to find somebody. Let's see if we can find somebody who looks like in George Washington's time. George Washington walking? Maybe not so much. So what else could we use for walking? We could just use the word walking. We could use feet, because feet represent walking, right? We could use walking feet. Walking feet. It's just about putting the right words into our search to get the right results. So even though these aren't old-fashioned boots, I think I'm going to choose the walking boots here. So I'm going to use that for walking. And for the horse, I think I'm going to use horse and carriage. Ah, this is a good one. I like this one. I like the type of carriage that's in there. And remember to resize the picture to make them fit. We're going to grab the corner of the picture and drag it down. And then we can put it wherever we want on the page. So we'll put that one there. Resize this one. Put this one down here. And then now we need a ship. These ones are really fancy ships. This is like a cruise ship, and cruise ships didn't really exist in George Washington time, but they did have ships more like this. Maybe we could we can use that word that I saw over here where it says colonial. I'm going to use that word, colonial ship. Ah, that gives me a much better picture of a ship. I'm going to use the one at top. I like that one. I think I'll put it right here. Oh, gotta resize that. That's way too big. So I'll grab the corner, make it smaller, drag it down. And I think what I'm going to do with these text boxes, I think I'm going to separate them. And instead of using the whole box, I'm going to use labels. So I'm going to start with a new text box. And I'll click where I want it. I'll just draw it out. Okay, and I'm going to type in the word horse. And of course we can highlight it and we can adjust the size. Maybe we want it to be about 36. That'll work. And then I will drag it over and I'll put it on top of the picture of the horse. And then instead of going to draw another box, I'm going to click on this text box and I'm going to double click and I'm going to click copy and then I'm going to click paste. Double click and click paste. Now I have another box that says horse. I don't need this box to say horse. This box I'm going to put walking. I can resize it. I can center it. And then down here with the text box I had, I'm going to delete everything in the box except for ship. I'm going to keep the word ship, but I want this word ship to look like the other titles, walking and horse, the other labels. So I'm going to get rid of that other bullet point that we were using, and I'm going to make it 36 like the other ones. And it looks like this font is gray, but I actually want it to be black like the other one. So I'm going to click on the text color and I'm going to click black. And the horse and the walking label, I used all capital letters. So for ship, I also want to use all capital letters. Whoops, made that one too small. And I'm going to make it centered in the box. And then I'm going to add some borders around the outside. I think I'll use yellow borders, and I will use blue background colors. So I'm going to border this in blue, and I'll fill it with yellow. So any of the styles that you want to do, you can do. This is your presentation. This is where you get to be creative and change things the way you want them. And that is all we will do today. That's the end of slide number 4, and we'll see you later.